So ticket sales for Disc Golf World Championship shatter records, an event like no other. That's the title of this.
Wow.
VIP ticket sales for the Disc Golf World Championships have soared past all expectations, with over 150,000 euros worth of tickets sold.
Holy.
A few times more than last year's European Open already.
Dang.
This tournament's coming in, what, July? The demand has been incredible, says tournament director Jussi Mieresma. We're now rethinking what to build on site to match the scale of this event. Plans currently include 4 restaurants and upgraded facilities for VIP attendees. This will truly be an event like no other. Potential partners have shown equal enthusiasm. This confirms that disc golf has become a global entertainment product, Mieresma continued. Thanks to the European Open, we've created an experience on par with the world's top events. Even a 15,000 euro luxury ticket package, which included VIP passes, suite accommodations, a private chauffeur, and more, has sold out.
That's cool.
They sold 2 of them.
That's sold out.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, that's 30,000 euros of the 150,000 euros went to.
I mean, yeah,
you
weren't selling a $15,000 ticket package in Lynchburg. I'll tell you that for free.
15,000 euro,
yeah,
which is even more. Because what's 150?
Yeah, how many freedom dollars is that?
1,000 euro to USD, baby. That's 156,000.
That much as I thought.
Wow, that's a lot of
6 more thousand.
thousands.
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of dope to like pull up to this event and you have a private chauffeur, suite accommodations, all that.
I have a take.
Cool.
I have a take, and I've kind of had this take before, but I think that after this year especially, I think most people in disc golf, including the players, are going to be really caught on to the idea that disc golf is just kind of better over there.
Well, I think
like they care more, seemingly. There's more fans there.
Well, I think the tough part, and we've talked about this a bunch.
The horses a lot of times look way better.
We've talked about this a bunch, is you go over there and it's limited product as far as you have, like this year. If you're going to a tournament in Europe, you're going to Worlds. Mm-hmm. Why would you not? Similarly, if you go over there, there's only 3 or 4 tournaments that the top players are at. So you have if you're in Europe, especially
year,
in Finland,
that's not really the case this year.
There's maybe 6 and 2 majors.
Well, I'm saying that's a lot. That's more than 3 in 1 major. That's what I'm saying.
But but compared to like 18 pro tours, again, I stand by. If we had 1 major in like the U.S., because typically that's what happens in Europe. You have 1 major, and it was at somewhere central, like and maybe those use USDGC because that's very well attended. If that was the only, like there's 3 tournaments in the U.S., only 1 major, it was USDGC. There would easily be 15 to 20,000 people there.
I would think.
I stand by that.
Yeah,
because right now, you got to think, if you're in Kentucky, you have Idlewild. If you're in Kansas, you typically have DDO. If you're in Texas, you have like 4 events. If you're in Florida. So that, I'm not saying that European disc golf is, I'm not saying it's like worse than the U.S. by any means, but I think that it gets elevated to a level because there's such a small amount of product to be consumed by a large population that does love disc golf.
I do agree that obviously, yes, that makes sense. They have a limited product, but what we don't know is if there was a full pro tour out there, who's to say that they don't show up every week, week in and week out?
We won't know.
We just don't know. Like I think there's a possibility they do.
Well, but what also you have to question what happens, because like the European pro tour happens, but I'm saying if the top pro, Gannon Burr was only touring Europe, right? And now all of a sudden the pro tour is like, screw it, we're going just to Europe, and there's 25 events across that region.
RIP to my bedtime.
Well, do we start to feel the same way? Like right now there's courses on tour that we're like, that course isn't that crazy, because we see the top like 5 courses in Europe.
You're right, but they obviously, like, their parks and geography is just different. Like the land that they seemingly get access to, like I don't know.
Like the European Disc Golf Festival.
You're completely right. We see a limited product, but the question remains: is that just like if it were less limited, would it still look as good? We don't know. It might.
Because the other thing to think through is Worlds. This is the only time Worlds has ever been here. This is the first time Worlds has ever been there. Again, if that was the case in the U.S., because like the World's product is going to be the best disc golf product we've ever seen, period. I'm not going to even question that for a second.
It's going to be insane.
There's probably legitimately going to be close to 10 to 15,000 spectators, because also I've ran into people from the U.S. that are going over there. And people ask us all the time if we're going over there. So you're also bringing a lot of people from outside of countries, flying in for it. So it's not even just people in Europe, whereas that doesn't necessarily happen that often to Worlds in the U.S. because it happens here every year.
It is also way easier for all the European countries to get to each other.
Yeah.
Well, like
that's what I'm saying. Like
the other thing is, with it being the first and the only time this has happened, the resources going into this Worlds are much greater than the local club putting on a world championship, which a lot of times is basically what happens in the U.S. is you have a tournament director, you have the local community, the PDGA kind of comes in and supports a little bit, but you got to give credit where credit's due here, which is UC Maresma and his team over there. Like,
yeah, no, I'm saying
that's the thing to look at.
His team is insane,
and that's a whole different conversation. Is like the PDGA's major baby world championship. Why does it have why is it such a different standard year to year? We've had this conversation multiple times, but like, it almost should be a little bit embarrassing for the PDGA that like you're gonna go over to Europe and have the product that's gonna make every other Worlds after this feel.
Guess whose logo is gonna be slapped all over it though?
The PDGA. Yeah. I understand that, but I'm just saying like. It's just weird to me still that like the quality of the PDGA's crowning jewel tournament, the major, fully depends on not the PDGA for how good it is.
Yeah, you're completely right.
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There should be a committee that is ensuring the excellence of that tournament at all times.
And not only ensuring, in charge of.
Yeah.
Because right now they basically go out there, and I know if people from PDGA are listening, they're probably like, we put a lot of effort into it. And I'm not questioning the effort they put in. I'm just questioning the location of the effort that gets put in, because like right now they'll go out and verify the courses are up to standard like 2 years in advance and come back, but who's putting the work in between? It's the local community. And then also when the course comes in, there's working with a local tournament director, and like, you know, and sometimes not even local, like Heinold came down and ran Worlds here and it was a phenomenal Worlds, but like that's why when there's certain Worlds and certain things happen, it's like a Worlds that Nate Heinold's running is going to be on this level, a Worlds that's at Emporia is going to be on this level, and then a Worlds that's at wherever random, I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, that's by someone who's never ran a Worlds or has only ever ran a smaller Pro Tour event, is going to be on a lower level. And like that's not really fair to the players or the local community, because then you go to Europe here, right? And you have UC Maresma and his team who's putting on an incredible product, and it's going to make everything else we see just look like crap.
It's going to be bonkers.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be awesome.
Catch me at 7 a.m. watching that FPO final day.
No, FPO is going to be like 4 a.m.
Catch me at 4 a.m. watching FPO that final day. No, I meant 7 a.m. like that might be when they're finishing up.
Yeah, it's probably when they're wrapping up. I was thinking MPO will start at like 8 a.m.
It's gonna be some early mornings, but yeah.
Well,
the
MPO is easy to watch.
No,
you just wake up and turn it on. It's actually exciting. It's perfect.
Yeah, I say MPO actually
FPO sucks because you literally have to make a decision of like, I'm gonna have to set my alarm for like 3:30 this morning.
Yeah,
dang, that's tough.
So
yeah, it's a bummer.
But it is gonna be incredible, and I'm legitimately expecting 15,000. The only thing that's going to be interesting is people who are traveling over. It's pretty easy to make the trip happen for both majors, but you do have to take a lot of PTO time to make both happen. So we'll be curious with both majors happening so close geographically. I don't know how you say that word.
There you go.
But also geographically, that's the word. Both majors happening geographically so close together, but more importantly, timeline so close together. Like what? There's one weekend in between them.
I think so. Yeah. It's 2 weeks
what
apart.
does that do? Because like if you're choosing one or the other, you're choosing Worlds.
You would think, yeah.
In my mind, I'm choosing Worlds from choosing one or the other.
For sure.
But the other's still a major, so like you're still going to have a lot of fans there and stuff. It's just like, what is that going to look like? I think both are going to be bigger than any major in the U.S. The European Disc Golf Festival, I forget what that's turning into. That one will probably rival USDGC attendance-wise, if I had to guess.
That's where the major is, right?
That's the major, yeah.
Yeah.
Worlds is not there. Worlds is the European
Oh, that's
Open.
right. That's the
European Open got moved to the European Disc Golf Festival.
That's right. It's they're just calling it like the European major. That's right.
Yeah, and then the Worlds is where European Open
Such
was.
a mess.
So that is the only thing that could hurt this whole situation is how close they put them. But I also understand logistically asking players to go over there, you had to do it. So it's kind of a lose-lose there.
It's going to be an interesting year.
But
there's going to be a lot of Europe disc golf conversation going on this year.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting stuff. But I thought that was interesting, the report there.
Excited about it.
150,000 euros of sales.
I wonder, like,
Big
what
number.
point do they sell out? Like, if they've already gotten that many tickets sold, like.
Well, it's tough to know too. Let me see disc golf. If I can like find what is your normal ticket.
Yeah, because if the price is like 10 euros, then
30,000 euros obviously is already.
It's true.
30,000 euros is from those 2 tickets.
Yeah.
So I would assume if they have tickets that are that expensive, they have tickets that are slightly less. So 1,500 euros.
What's their cheapest though? Let's assume that 85% of the people are buying the cheapest.
These are all
they're sold out.
I don't know what these. These are like day passes. Let me see if I can hit just show info and see what's sold out here. 279 euros. Early bird 2-day ticket.
A 2-day ticket is
MPO
279 euros.
Beast Weekend MPO front row VIP.
Oh, it's VIP.
2-day. I think all right now is just VIP on sale. I don't know
so
if
they didn't even sell general admission yet.
I don't know if the cheapest ticket on here is 150 euros, and that's World's 18th Green Restaurant VIP Saturday.
That's crazy.
That's the cheapest ticket on here right now. I think these are all VIP right now.
So maybe they haven't even done general admission yet.
I don't think they've done general admission. This one's 99 euros. VIP, MPO and FPO Fairway VIP Thursday, Friday, 2-day, $100. That's probably their cheapest. $100.
Dang.
Gabby really wants us to go on a Europe trip. Maybe I'll just surprise her and be like, we're going to Europe.
To
watch disc
Watch
golf.
Worlds.
Yeah, we got a Fairway VIP, early bird.
We get to sit at the restaurant.
It is kind of sick. I don't know what the restaurant's gonna be like, but the idea that you could like sit at a restaurant and be watching.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Paul's card in. Yeah, can I have another Coke? Thank you.
That would be very
It's just
fun.
like go back to watch. That's
Yeah.
it. Cool idea.
Be cool.